invalid votes that are being counted, election laws that are being violated, petitions that are being ignored, and in the end, he is demanding a recount and a review, which, by the way, Brad Raffensperger has a duty to do. So he's asking him, do your duty. Fani Willis has misrepresented and lied in an earlier filing about what Donald Trump said, claiming he said, you need to find 11,780 votes. That's not what he said. Read the transcript or listen to the conversation.
It is a long transcript.
Right.
And in that transcript, at times he's talking about there are hundreds of thousands of votes that you guys got wrong.
He is saying, I need to find that many votes because that is my vote deficit. Well, every losing candidate says that, which is why they ask for reviews, recalculations, and recounts. It's
As I promised.
perfectly lawful. It is not criminal intent.
All right, Alina, let me ask you this.
Little Trump
in the
justice.
case in Washington, they want to start the trial on January 2nd. Interesting. In Georgia, they want to start on March 4th. Okay, that's a Monday. On Tuesday, the next day, that would be called Super Tuesday, one of the most important primary days for anybody that is running for president.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
Is there any possible way you foresee that he can run a presidential race, be tried on have four separate trials and successfully compete? Or, did they just take his time away as a candidate and he's good luck to him and who cares?
Well, that's exactly right. And quite honestly, Sean, that's not even the full picture. We have Letitia James. Let's not forget her. She's about as thick a ticket as Jack Smith and the rest of them.
Well, she ran on a platform to get one man, Donald Trump, one organization, the Trump organization, and one family, the Trump family.
Right, that's right. So you have DAs and AGs who are now able to come out and say, I want to get Donald Trump and elect me on that cause, and I'm going to do it. Then they do it. So we have October, Letitia James. We have January, Eugene Carroll. Then we have the criminal indictments. Don't forget those. Those are all by design. So everything is, the judges can't move, they don't want to move, and they want a speedy trial. But they've had years and years and years to investigate these cases, but they didn't bring it until now, and now they need a speedy trial. It's political interference, election interference.
You believe that? 2.5 years they waited. Real quick.
Oh, absolutely. Now they want the first trial to happen in 2 months. But what Alina just said is really important. It's a violation of the canons of ethics that govern prosecutors to campaign on a promise of putting a specific individual behind bars. Their duty is to see that justice is done, not to gain a conviction based on their own ambitions and desire to advance.
Hit that subscribe.
But that's what Fani Willis has done, Letitia James, as well as Alvin Bragg.
Hit that like.
Alina,
Show the channel some love.
Good to see you. Greg Jarrett, thanks. Good to see you. All right, joining us now, Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley. Let me get your overall broad view on the charges here in this particular case. And you have very
God bless. I'll see you next time.
In every column you've
Well,
been
if you don't hit
writing,
the
I feel like I'm
subscribe
reading
button, you're not
monologues to
gonna.
my show, because we're tracking, we're on the same track in terms of the facts that have now been laid out as it relates to Joe and Hunter Biden, and what a very serious, I believe, bribery and money laundering allegations that have emerged here. And yet you see two very different ways of handling cases, don't you?
You do, and this is all in the eye of the beholder, much like that mugshot. You know, for Willis, that's a trophy kill moment. She's going to mount that on her wall, and many people will admire it. For half of the country, it's a deeply upsetting moment where they believe that this is the result of weaponizing our judicial
Hang in there,
system.
Donald.
And, I think that
We're
the
coming.
problem that we have here is this sort of disconnect because I think this case is an overreach. You know, she's using the RICO statute for great advantage. And among those advantages is she could say, I need to try all these people together because they're all part of a conspiracy. And RICO cases often do involve large numbers of people. But the relationship